Hello everyone and welcome to Chago Productions. Today we're doing something a little bit different. You see, the last prompt was fight scenes and it wasn't all that specific, but I had this really great idea for doing what I'd like to call mash bash. Basically what it is that I have all these prompts and I know for a fact that it's going to be impossible for me to get through them all, so I am going to pick out 2 prompts from this one wheel and have the characters listed in them fight. Doesn't matter if it's accurate, doesn't matter if power scaling is out the window. It's going to be my opinion because I am your certified non-expert. And we're just going to see how it goes. I'll talk for a couple minutes and this is going to be episode 1 as a way to ease in, intro, doing all that thing. It's going to be free form, no script, no bit. It's just gonna be my thoughts right off the dome for a couple minutes. So, and that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna spin the wheel and see what we get. Last week I think was Megatron and Vegeta, and it didn't go so well for Megatron, unfortunately. But let's see if this week's fight is a little bit better. We got Sir Lancelot from Sonic. I'm pretty sure that one is... Let me bring up a separate window. I'm pretty sure Sir Lancelot is just alternate Shadow as a knight. It's literally just that. Now, I have heard that Sir Lancelot is not Shadow. He's just the guy that looks like Shadow as a knight. From a video game, I'll do research on it later. But yeah, not a lot to go off of for now, and let's see who Sir Lancelot is going to be fighting. That is hilarious. We have Sonic the Werehog, and I know this one a little bit better. Mostly because when I was growing up, Sonic Unleashed seemed like a really good and fun game. I never got to play it. I still don't know if it's good or not, but the consensus is that it was a game, one of the games of all time. And honestly, it might be closer than, you know, other matches because they're both from the Sonic universe. So, yeah, Sonic Unleashed was crazy. I think I saw a couple videos on it talking about the lore and all that. All I know is that we have Gaia, Dark Gaia, which is basically, if you're a Transformers nerd, Primus and Unicron, both being the Earth, and the Chaos Emeralds are actually the tectonic plates, something like that. Chaos Energy has so much lore, every single game it seems like it's something new. And he's basically going to be fighting alternate dimension Shadow with a sword. And not gonna lie, I could see how this would turn out, you know, if we're gonna make you know, some kind of, I don't know, plot like they do in Death Battle or all the other versus channels, because, you know, I'm really trying not to rip off of those, you know. If you want something really cool, you could always look up a versus channel or Death Battle. Death Battle, I think, is the most popular one of the oldest ones. The first video that I saw from them was freaking the first Superman vs. Goku, and we're not going to get into that. But yeah, if we had to just hash out a story, it could be, you know, Sonic the Werehog. I don't know, man. The games are so... Doesn't Sonic go to Blaze's universe in the Night game? Sonic and the Knights? Like I said, I'm not going to be doing any research here. I'll probably do research in post, or I'll probably, you know, amend any of my statements if I'm blatantly wrong. But yeah, Sonic gets teleported. Let's say, if we go by, I don't know, Adventure Time logic, they're able to cure Sonic of his Werehog transformations. You know, outside of Gaia's influence and outside of the games. Sonic was infected at one point, he became a Werehog. Let's just say that he was not able to control it, even though he definitely could, you know. But let's just say this version, he wasn't able to control it. They managed to cure him. They tried to use the Chaos Emeralds, but something went horribly wrong. And he got teleported into the Soul Dimension, or the dimension where all the knights are at. And unfortunately, you know, being a Werehog, basically a werewolf, you gotta send out some monster hunters, and Lancelot is the one available for the job, and it's actually a very fitting battle. A version of Sonic versus a version of a guy that kind of looks like Shadow. And the fight goes pretty even Steven from what I know. Like I said, I don't know much. But yeah, Lancelot has a sword, and Sonic the Werehog is Kratos, complete with the Fists of Chaos, or the Claws of Chaos, depending on if you think he punches or slashes. And, well, I don't really prefer one over the other, so let's flip a coin on who wins. It could go really either way. I mean, I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt of their super forms or power scaling, like I said. It's just, you know, werewolf versus medieval knight, essentially. Heads is Werehog, tails is Lancelot. Let's see what we're getting. We get tails, yep. This makes sense in our makeshift make-believe story. This is not Sonic. This is the Werehog virus taking a physical form. Probably Dark Gaia's influence, probably some chaos dankness energy. And it must be stopped. It's an uncontrollable monster, and Sir Lancelot is the one to deal the final blow. Worst case scenario, he seeks the help of the other Knights of the Round Table. I'm pretty sure it's based off of King Arthur. Like I said, the knowledge is beyond me. I didn't play the games, and I don't research the lore. That's a job for my sister. But yeah, this unbeatable Werehogian monster, Mobian werewolf essentially, gets done the dirty and perishes at the hands of Lancelot, and that's the fight. Very, very sad, but it's a good first start for this new series. I'm gonna make a new folder. We're gonna do a bunch of fights. They're undoubtedly not gonna be as clean and as clear cut as this one. And yeah, hopefully we don't get too many stops this year. Because my goodness, if you were there for Vegeta and Megatron stood no chance. I didn't even make a script, it was just that clear cut. I actually forgot to make a script, but you know, we don't talk about it. And yeah, that'll be it. Thank you for coming to this week's version of Mash Bash, title pending. If you have something better, go ahead and comment, because, you know, all the good names are taken. But Mash Bash seems, you know, at the very least a little bit catchy. Anyway, if you liked it, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Great. Make sure to pick him up and keep him alive. Use drinks if necessary.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.